Hey guys, welcome to the Midnight Spook Show on the Horror Metal channel with your host, Hellhound. Today we're going to be doing, well tonight I should say, we're going to be doing the Stephen King tag, which was a collaboration by Bronco Juggalo, my good friend and fellow YouTuber, and The Bill Show. So check out their original video if you haven't, subscribe to both channels, check it out. It should be pretty fun. I should also mention that, speaking of Stephen King, I'm going to be doing a top 10 Stephen King film adaptations, top 10 movies based on the Stephen King novel, here in the near future. It's one of the various videos that I have planned, so that's going to be one of the ones that we're going to be doing. Just been enjoying this nice rainy day. It's been storming all day. It's raining really hard. Just been kind of, laying around watching horror movies and just kind of sitting around. I figured, why not do another video? So, yeah, that's right. Bronco Juggalo Talks Movies tagged me, and again, this is the Stephen King tag, so I'm a huge fan of him. He's probably my favorite author. He's pretty much the horror author, so if you don't know who Stephen King is, GTFO. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, you know who Stephen King is. There's 8 questions. Let's go ahead and get started. Oh, also, this is also a contest entry. They're having a contest and a giveaway of prizes, so this is my entry, and this is my Stephen King tag. So, alright, question number 1. What is your favorite Stephen King movie? So, a film based on a novel by Stephen King, essentially. Definitely The Shining, and I know that the 1980 version by Stanley Kubrick, and I know that it deviates heavily from the novel. I've read the novel. I love it. I like the film almost in a different way than the novel. It definitely takes a lot of liberties. Stanley Kubrick pretty much made it his own thing, so a lot of people don't even consider it a Stephen King movie, Stephen King himself included. And so, but yeah, it's my favorite work. So, it's my favorite movie based from a Stephen King work. So, for sure, I just love it. I saw it at the theater not too long ago. It's really scary. It's just great. Jack Nicholson's great. It's such a great movie. I don't even need to explain why. I've reviewed it before, so check out my review of what my full thoughts on The Shining. It's my favorite Stephen King movie for good reason. Also, I'm going to note that I'm not going to include any of the non-horror stuff. Let's talk about his horror movies. I'm not going to include like Shawshank Redemption or Stand By Me or even Green Mile or anything like that, because we all know that they're great. Let's just talk about his horror stuff for now, because this is a horror channel. So talk about those another day. Question number 2, what is the worst Stephen King movie? I'd definitely say The Langoliers. I was not too impressed with that one at all. It had terrible CGI effects, not very interesting characters. I hear the story was based on, which I didn't read, was a lot better. It was a poor adaptation, I don't really know, but I'm sure it was good. Pretty much everything Stephen King's done has been good, at the very least, so... yeah, I didn't really like The Langoliers. A lot of people would probably say Maximum Overdrive, and yeah, that is definitely a bad movie. Stephen King himself directed it, actually. But it's fun, it's fun and entertaining. And I love the opening scene with all the carnage. Everything goes wrong. When they get to the truck stop and have the trucks run, it gets kind of slow, but it's a fun movie. Filming a video! The Mangler is also not a very good one. Alright, question number 3. What Stephen King book would you like to see made into a movie? Well, the only one that comes to mind that wasn't already made into a movie, at least not to the best of my knowledge, is The Talisman. Also, there's another one called From a Buick 8, which I haven't read it, but my brother did, and he said it was really good. It's one of his newer ones, post-2000s, I think. So, I don't know, maybe one of those. I don't think From a Buick 8 was made into a movie. Pretty sure. Also, I wouldn't mind having another movie adapted to Salem's Lot, maybe kind of... because I think the both versions, the one that Tobe Hooper did, and the more recent one in, like, what was it, like 2003, I think, both of them had their strong points, but both of them had their low points. If they could kind of take something from both movies, you combine them, make like the ultimate adaptation. I really want to see a really faithful adaptation. Let's make it theatrical, too. Let's not do a TV movie this time, because I feel like you have more leeway if you do a theatrical, full-length feature film. So yeah, I'd love to see another adaptation of Salem's Lot, because I love that story. Wouldn't mind seeing another version of The Shining, either. And it wouldn't be a remake, it'd just be another book adaptation. Maybe make one more faithful, like the 1997 version, the miniseries, but make it scary, like the 1980 version. So, wouldn't mind. I love that story, I'd love to see it done. And I would say Dr. Sleep, but they actually are making that into a movie. That's the follow-up to The Shining, which Stephen King wrote a few years ago, 2013, I think. Pretty good book. I love the beginning. It kind of lost me towards the middle, but it's a pretty good book. I recommend it. And they are making that into a movie, so I can't use that as my answer. But I'm pretty thrilled they're making that into a movie. Alright, So yeah, question number 4. What Stephen King character would you like to be and why? Oh, I don't know, man. It'd be cool to have Jack Torrance's job as a caretaker of a haunted hotel, but it'd be cool to have powers like Carrie White or Charlene McGee or even Danny. You know, it'd be cool to be a vampire too. There's a lot of great characters you have, or you could be like Pennywise or even the Turtle. But I'll go with Randall Flagg because then you could probably pretty much do just about anything, right? I mean, could Randall Flagg do like anything pretty much? He's like a sorcerer. He's all powerful. So I think it'd be cool to be Randall Flagg. I do like the ultimate power. All right, question number 5. That's a good question, by the way, but that's a hard one. Maybe I should give that more thought, but I'll go with Randall Flagg. Okay, anyway, moving on. Question number 5. What is the most disturbing scene in a Stephen King movie? Zelda from Pet Sematary. Oh my god, that woman gave me nightmares. Wow, was she scary. It's pretty depressing, pretty disturbing movie as it is, but Zelda was like, and she wasn't even really part of the plot. She wasn't even really an important part of the story. It was just like showing flashbacks and visions and stuff. Man, she was terrifying. Holy crap. And she was played by a man, Andrew Hubetzik, I believe is his name, because he couldn't find a woman skinny enough for the role, and boy did he do a good job playing her. She's just freaking terrifying. She's so freaky. You know, you kind of felt bad for her too, but then like when she's like a ghost or a vision or whatever, she's fucking terrifying, man. It's one of the scariest characters I've ever seen in the movie. It's a pretty scary movie anyway, but she was definitely the most horrifying part by far. And I think she was even scarier in the movie than she was in the book, honestly. The book was better and scarier, but I think Zelda was done in a lot more terrifying way than the book, actually, weirdly enough. But yeah, definitely Zelda. Anything involving Zelda is definitely the most disturbing scene to Stephen King. Oh gosh. Yeah, if I saw her, if I was alone at night and I was in a dark alleyway and saw her coming toward me, I would get the hell out of there. Run for my life. Probably never stop running. Alright, question number 6. Who is your favorite Stephen King villain? Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a hard one. There's so many good ones. Kurt Barlow, you know, Randall Flagg, as I mentioned, He Who Walks Behind the Rose, you know, Malachi, Jack Torrance, if that counts. So many good ones. So many to pick from. Cujo. But I'm going to go with Pennywise. He was great in the book. He was great when Tim Curry played him in the 1990 version. He was great when Bill Skarsgård played him in the more recent 2017 version. Both movies are great. The book is great. Pennywise is a great character. Very scary. Very menacing villain. He's pretty much all-powerful, too. So, you know, and he kills children, so he's like the ultimate evil. So, I'll go with Pennywise, the best villain, for sure. I think a lot of people would agree with me. All right, this one's a little harder, this next question. Question number 7. Who is your favorite Stephen King hero? Again, there's so many. Ben Mears, Richie Tozier, Judd Crandall, Marty Coslaw, Danny, of course. So many. But, you know, I think I'm going to go with Johnny Smith from The Dead Zone. You know, that was a great book, and Christopher Walken played him brilliantly in the movie adaptation. So I really like Johnny Smith a lot, you know. Pretty sure I'll go with Johnny Smith. It's my favorite protagonist from a Stephen King work. Yeah. Johnny Smith. He can see the future. He's a cool guy. And he's Christopher Walken, so, I mean, that just makes him 1,000 times cooler. You know? Alright, question number 8. And here, before we get to the question number 8, here's a bonus question added by me. I'm adding in my own bonus question. What's the most underrated Stephen King movie adaptation that sometimes they come back? I feel like people don't talk about that one enough. I love that movie. It's awesome. Sometimes they come back as a great ghost story, great movie. That's my bonus question, my bonus answer. So I just figured I'd interject that real quick. So, but anyway, now the real final question. Question number 8. What is your favorite Stephen King book and why? So not your favorite Stephen King movie, your favorite Stephen King novel that he actually wrote. And I'm going to go with an obvious choice. There's so many great ones. He has so many great ideas. But I'm going to go with Salem's Lot. I think that was always my favorite book. You know, not counting all the adaptions, my favorite actual book that you have to read is Salem's Lot. I've read that book twice, once in junior high, and then once a little more recently, a few years ago, after I graduated in, Wait, when was that? It wasn't that long ago. But it was like sometime after I graduated, so, you know. Basically, what I'm saying is I read it once when I was in school and once when I was out of school, so that's what I was trying to say. Yeah, Salem's Lot. I think it's a really scary book. Kurt Barlow's a great villain. He's a lot different than he is in the movies. The 2003 version was a lot closer, but yeah, Kurt Barlow's a great villain. Richard Straker is a great what do they call it? Secondary antagonist, and Ben Mears is a great protagonist. So many great characters, great atmosphere. The Glick boys, you know, were really creepy when they became vampires. Got great atmosphere, great suspense, great. He really set the mood with this one. I love his descriptions of the town and stuff. I can really picture this place. It sounds like a cool place to visit, but it's really scary as well. Yeah, a lot of shadowy, mysterious atmosphere, great setting, and yeah, great characters. Salem's Lot is just a great book. I have to read it yet again for the third time soon, and I really want them to make a proper adaptation of it. I love both adaptations. Return to Salem's Lot, not including that, but I love both adaptations, and both of them have their strong points, but I think they need to make one that's even closer to the book, follows the book more, and should be theatrical and be even scarier, because I'd love to see that one properly done. So yeah, I'll go with Salem's Lot. This was a really good tag video. This is my contest entry. And again, I'm going to be making my top 10 Stephen King adaptations video pretty soon. It's going to be one of the ones I have planned in the future. Along with possibly a Big Four of Thrash Metal Part 6. So if you saw the first 5 episodes of that little mini series I have going on or whatever, probably will be making a Part 6, talking about Metallica, Slayer, Anthrax, and Megadeth. This time there's 6 albums, which is going to be kind of hard. But you know, but yeah, there's some of the few videos I have planned. And all right, guys, I hope you enjoyed my video. Again, check out Bronco Juggalo Talks Movies. Check out his original video with the Bill Show. Subscribe. Feel free to, I'm not going to tag anybody, but feel free to either leave your answers in the comments below or make your own video. I'm just going to leave it open. I'm going to leave this tag open to anybody who wants to do it. This is my contest entry. I'll be putting a link to the original video in the description eventually, and I'm going to put a link to this video in their comments and on their videos so that they see it and can know that this is my entry, and they can put my name in the hat or whatever. Alright guys, I'm Hellhound. Thank you for watching. Stephen King rules. And until next time.